Is it warm?
Is it warm?
Yeah, we have onions drying because it's too wet outside to dry them. And we have a baby on the floor. Hi, baby on the floor. Hi. This is my clothes drying rack. And I just have the fan going on it, and I kind of have been moving it so that the fan hits different parts of it. And trying to speed up their drying a bit. This is my first time growing onions, and I'm very impressed with myself. Not to toot my own horn, but I've never grown them before, and I grew some pretty nice onions. How about that, Amos? By no means will this be a complete look at a week in food, but I'm going to show you in a week a bunch of what happens in food in our family. So today, I have a pot of broth I just made. I'm letting it cool down a bit, and I'm going to be canning this. I'm actually going to be chopping up the use first onions, ones that won't keep well, chopping them up, canning them in broth as a soup starter. Jessica from Three Rivers, I saw that posted on her Instagram, and I was like, hello, I need that. One of many bowls of green beans that I'm about to can. My milk fridge is full, I gotta deal with that. Oh, look behind me, more apple honey syrup. See, kids had eggs and potatoes for breakfast. I just ate a bowl of yogurt now. It's 11 o'clock. I don't know what we're having for dinner. I'll tell you when I figure that out. A soup of various leftovers, ready for lunch or dinner. Can't remember when we ate this. Butter getting nice and soft. I had to pull it from the freezer, but it'll thaw fast on the warm stove. Kids horsing around in the living room, always, of course. Bread dough doing its thing. Bread dough is resting for a few. We've got a maple syrup ice cream. Mac was making, then I kind of stepped in because I couldn't help myself. I wanted to add some egg yolks to it, and that's not something he's really done before. The soup here, let's see if this, I need it doesn't. I added, awful lighting here, but I added a leftover jar of salsa, which is an awesome way to add a real punch of flavor to your soup. Just use up some salsa. Yeah, and I also, when I made the soup, I made kind of a base of the vegetables and chicken and such, and figured that I would just make half of it into one and half of it kind of into another one. So that one has the rice and the salsa, and this one maybe will have noodles, maybe it'll have potatoes and cream. We will see. I had intended for us to have the soup last night, and then we got invited to go to a friend's house for dinner. So we went and had burgers there for breakfast. We had leftover biscuits with peanut butter and jam before church. And at church, we got invited to go to a friend's house for lunch. Why not? So we had a ham chowder and buns with like sliced deli ham and cheese. Some of it was her homemade cheese. She's one of my dairy cow friends, so that was fun. And Marius wanted, we had some back bacon, which is like Canadian bacon, to use. So that's why I'm making the quick buns, and we're gonna have ham and cheese and maybe a fried egg on a bun with the soup. And that is our Sunday dinner. I should probably make a meal plan for the rest of the week, but let's just fly by the seat of our pants. Oh, this is an annoying thing that happens if someone doesn't fully dry the ice cream. Why don't you go find the other one? We have two of them. The ice cream thing before putting it away, and they leave water in it. You can't run the ice cream maker with a chunk of ice in it because the paddle thing can't work. So it has to be bone dry when it gets frozen.
Don't let Kate doesn't get this one die.
No, Rowan, you just eat that. No, people do not.
Mom, can I have this one?
It's already mine. Hurry up.
In our kitchen tonight, over here, this is mead brewing and some jalapenos fermenting. Einkorn chocolate chip cookies. Let's see, what recipe, I actually don't know what blog they're from. It doesn't say on here. I printed it off the internet. This is the second time I made them. They're delicious. If you saw in the day in the life that mashed potato bread, I'm working on actually nailing down a recipe for it. For dinner, I threw a chicken and potatoes in the crock pot, and we're having that along with either sauerkraut. This is cabbage, carrots, and smoked paprika, as well as salt, of course. Or there is a cabbage, carrot, creamy coleslaw, and you can pick which one you want.
Kraut. I put coleslaw.
I put kraut. And Amos.
Oh yes, and Amos is working on a little bit of chicken.
And
Are you working on some chicken?
and air.
You can bet your bottom dollar I'm gonna get obsessive about this so I can share this recipe with you guys because it looks as beautiful as it did last time. Nope, on the other side.
You want to get what? We are my friend. Please. We are my friends. Everybody, we are my friends. Is that you? Happy birthday to you.
I wouldn't say he's crawling, but he's figured out how to get from A to B. So we gotta dress him really warm because the floor is cold.
He can do this. He can do this. Could you just finish this? Just look at this.